Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Wahidah Karimatun Hidayah and my partner.
My name is Alsa Amalia Safitri.
Today we are going to interpret Maudy Ayunda's video entitled Procrastination Has a Positive Impact. So, let's go!
Hi curious people, Maudy Ayunda here. Welcome again in my book list di mana aku sharing kisi-kisi menarik dari buku yang aku baca. Dan dari semua isi buku itu aku akan sharing 3 insights yang personally menarik menurut aku.
Hi curious people, Maudy Ayunda here and I will share interesting books that I read. And from all the content of the book, I will often get 3 insights which are personally very interesting for me.
Hari ini kita akan membedah buku The Originals by Adam Grant. Adam Grant adalah seorang psikolog dari kampus Amerika yang saat ini menjadi profesor di Wharton School of Education. And he specializes in organizational psychology. So super cool person that is.
Today we will discuss the Originals book by Adam Grant. And Adam Grant is an American psychologist and writer, currently a professor at the Wharton School of Education. And he is specialized in organization of psychology and super cool person.
Dia menggunakan dia menjelaskan kenapa sih successful innovators originals bisa berhasil ataupun gagal. And I learned so much from this book. I learned how to think originally. Aku belajar gimana sih caranya meningkatkan potensi aku sebagai a successful innovator.
And in this book, he used a lot of research on true stories or examples and explain why successful innovators or originals succeed and fail. I learned how to increase my potential as a successful of future.
Insight pertama, procrastination is not a bad thing. Menunda itu belum dan ini tuh sebenarnya lumayan mengagetkan ya, karena kan kita sering banget dikasih tahu kalau menunda itu, wih jangan deh, it's such a bad thing.
The first insight is procrastination is not bad thing. Procrastination isn't necessarily a bad thing, and this is actually quite surprising because we are often told that procrastination is a bad thing.
And we have to do things then and there. We have to do things now. Ditambah lagi, hampir setiap buku self-help yang aku baca, itu selalu bilang orang-orang sukses itu gampang. Tapi ternyata di buku ini, ada banyak pemenuhan jenius yang berasal dari penundaan. So for example, kata-kata I have a dream, Karimatun, itu sebenarnya hasil improvisasi. Dan alasan kenapa sih bisa improvisasi, itu ternyata karena Martin Luther King was not that ready. Baru mulai nulis pidatonya malam sebelumnya. Dan karena itu, justru Martin Luther King lebih terbuka untuk ide-ide baru.
Then, almost every self-help book I've read always says that successful people never procrastinate. But it turned out that in these books, there are many genius moments that stem from procrastination. For example, the word I Have a Dream by Martin Luther King were actually improvised, and the reason why they could improvise was because Martin Luther King has just started writing his speech at the night before, and because of that, Martin Luther King was more open to new ideas.
So, menurut Adam Grant, improvisasi itu menunjukkan bahwa perbedaan kadang-kadang justru memberikan ruang bagi otak manusia untuk melakukan karena kita justru lebih terbuka dengan ide-ide baru yang dilakukan lebih secara spontan.
So, according to Adam Grant, improvisation shows that procrastination sometimes actually gives space for the human's brain to develop other brilliant ideas because we are actually more open minded to new ideas that appear, maybe more spontaneously.
So, implikasinya mungkin kita harus memanfaatkan keunikan sebagai strategi. Pada saat kita nyari ide, di situ kita bertahap, ya berjalan sambil membuka otak kita pada ide-ide.
So, the implication is that maybe we have to use procrastination as a strategy when we are looking for ideas. There will be step by step walking while opening our brains to new ideas.
Another example adalah Leonardo da Vinci. Yang terbiasa adalah sosok yang lumayan suka. Jadi lukisan Mona Lisa itu memerlukan waktu 15 tahun untuk akhirnya selesai. Dan in that time, Da Vinci itu bereksperimen dengan ilusi optik dan teknis melukis lainnya. Dan karena bereksperimen, dia kembali ke Mona Lisa dengan pola pikir dan ide. Hasilnya
The another example is Leonardo da Vinci, who turned like a procrastinator. So the Mona Lisa painting took 16 years to finally finish, and Leonardo da Vinci were experimenting with optical illusion and other painting technique, and because of the experiment, he returned the Mona Lisa with a different way of thinking and new ideas. And the result, yeah, as you can see now.
insight nomor 2 yang gak kalah mengagetkan. Quantity of ideas is important. Jumlah ide itu penting.
The second insight, which is not less surprising, quantity of ideas is important.
Menurut Adam Grant, semakin banyak ide yang kita produksi, semakin besar kemungkinan untuk meningkatkan kualitas ide kita. And that's interesting, karena banyak banget orang yang bilang quality over quantity. Tapi menariknya dalam hal ide, kuantitas dan kualitas itu sama.
According to Adam Grant, the more ideas we produce, the more likely it is to improve the quality of our ideas. Because so many people say quality over quantity. But interestingly, in terms of the idea that quality and quantity are equally important.
Hal ini didukung oleh penelitian dari psikolog yang menemukan bahwa individu kreatif atau inovatif umumnya nggak selalu menghasilkan ide yang lebih baik, tapi mereka menghasilkan lebih banyak ide daripada yang lain.
This is supported by research of psychologists who found that individuals who perceive as creative or innovative people generally don't always come up with better ideas, but they have more ideas than others.
So interesting, right? Karena mereka punya banyak sekali ide, maka kemungkinan mereka mengembangkan. Ada contoh nih dari Pablo Picasso. Picasso kan terkenal dengan beberapa karya seni, tapi kalau portfolionya tuh sebenarnya ribuan patung, lukisan, gambar, puluhan ribu gitu. Jadi banyaknya karya-karya Picasso itu akhirnya melahirkan beberapa ide-ide berkualitas yang akhirnya mereka sukses.
So interesting, right? Because they have a lot of ideas, then the change are higher from them to develop brilliant ideas. Here's an example from Pablo Picasso. Picasso is a famous from several works of art, but not many know that is his portfolio is actually 1,000 sculpture, paintings, drawing. It is a 10 of 1,000, very much. But the works of Picasso that finally gave our birth to some quality ideas that propelled him to success.
Berarti nih, Malah kita harus menghasilkan ide sebanyak mungkin. Menurut Adam Grant, kita harus memberi waktu bagi
This means that we should not just focus in a few quality ideas, but we should generate as many ideas as possible. According to Adam Grant, we have to give time for ideas to come.
Oleh karena itu, kita jangan mudah lupa ide atau merasakan ide juga. We have to stay open serta
So, therefore, we should not easily reject ideas or impose any ideas. We have to stay open minded so that we can produce so many ideas as possible.
Insight ketiga, and one of my favorites, mencoba bidang baru. Ada satu studi besar dari luar dunia di mana mereka membandingkan para ilmuwan pemenang Nobel Prize dengan rekan-rekan mereka yang berprestasi juga tapi nggak memenangkan Nobel Prize. Jadi studi
The third insight, and this is one of my favorite, trying to new field is important. For example, in this book where they compared Nobel Prize winner with their peers who did too but didn't win the Nobel Prize.
itu trying to identify apa aja sih skills atau personality yang membedakan para pemenang Nobel Prize ini dan apa aja yang membuat karya mereka itu bisa ke next level. Awalnya aku nih langsung berasumsi ini pasti
So the study tries to identify what are the skills or personalities that distinguish this Nobel Prize winner and what makes their work is in the next level.
karena mereka lebih rajin, kerja lebih keras, atau lebih sering menghabiskan waktu. Tapi ternyata sebaliknya, this is so shocking. Mereka menemukan bahwa itu tidak terjadi sama sekali. But actually yang membedakan adalah kecenderungan para ilmuwan untuk mencoba bidang-bidang lain.
Firstly, I assume that this must be because they are more diligent, work harder, and spend more time. But actually, it is false because what makes the difference is a tendency of scientists to try other fields.
Jadi pemenang hadiah Nobel biasanya terlibat dalam musik, misalnya nih kerajinan tulis atau some sketch of Mars. And this is super interesting, it's super unexpected. Dan walaupun kita tetap harus careful, correlation doesn't always equal causation. Tapi paling nggak kita bisa mikir orang yang memiliki minat yang bervariasi mungkin bisa melihat dari sudut yang berbeda. Dan ide-ide atau inovasi-inovasi dari bidang tersebut itu bisa mereka bawa juga ke karya mereka yang sedang mereka jalani sekarang.
So, the Nobel Prize winners are usually involved in music, art, craft, writing, and etc. And although we still have to be careful, correlation doesn't always equal causation. But at least we can think that people who have varied interests may be able to see from different angles and ideas or innovation from that field. They can also bring to their work, which they are currently working on.
And now, so what? How do we put the book into action? Menurut aku, insight yang pertama yang soal penundaan itu agak tricky ya. Karena nggak semua hal bisa kita tunda. There are deadlines in life. Tapi mungkin untuk proyek-proyek kreatif atau hal-hal yang idea supaya bisa semakin
And now, so what? How do we put the book into action? In my opinion, the first insight regarding procrastination is a bit tricky because we can't postpone everything in this world. there are deadline in our life. But maybe for creative project or things that are more ideas, maybe I'll give it more space. Yeah, so these ideas more can be better.
And finally, I just want to say that I really appreciate this book karena benar-benar membuat aku tanya tentang asumsi-asumsi aku yang lama. Dan aku paling suka kalau misalnya ada something that challenges the way that I think, because then I know that I'm growing. So anyways, thanks for listening, curious people. If you want me to read a book and share with you my favorite insights, kasih book recommendations di komen di bawah. I definitely read them. Dan jangan lupa untuk subscribe and turn on notifications. Bye!
And finally, I just want to say I really appreciate this book because it really make me a question about my old assumption, and I like it too the most. For example, there are some things that challenge in the way that I think. Anyways, thank you for listening to my favorite insight from that book. And give me other book recommendation in the column section. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification. Bye. Okay, that's all, guys. Thank you.